They're not. Push it away, lead it through. The most critical muscles for a golfer are the ones that go up the inside, underside of your arm here, in here. The last three fingers are the key ones. The thumb and first finger muscles go on the top of your arm and into your chest. The last three muscles go on the outside of your arm into your back. When I feel this club going back, I feel my last three fingers pushing the club back. I can feel my shoulder moving. I don't try to move my shoulder. I relax and let it move in response to what I do with my arm. You kind of have to give it up. Your body's got to give it up to your arm. Your lead arm needs to control your swing. If you can do that, you will see good results. Very important. When you pull it and push it, you're a disaster. Because when you come into that ball, this angle has got to form. That's your power, and by leading it, you will be able to trap the ball. But if you push it, you've dissipated the angle. You've made the club bottom out too soon and come up and top it, or you can push it right out of its arc into the ground. Disaster. So when you pick up that golf club, if you can extend your lead arm out and your right arm or trailing arm underneath, everything's reversed, George, you remember this, right? See how I'm setting up here? My left arm is over top of my right. Critical stuff. Critical stuff. Not this way. Your shoulders influence your arms more than any other part of your body. More than any other part of your body, your shoulders influence your arms. They do not control your arms. They influence it. If I turn my shoulder, let's say you're hitting everything to the left. Everything to the left. And you're setting up like this. Well, here's what's going to happen. You take the club back. This is all in your way, so you can't get the club around. So you're outside here. Then you're just going to come across. Everything's going to go to the left. And it'll probably slice back for you. Now, if I turn my left shoulder this way, look at all the room I just opened up in here. But if I'm here, nature follows the path of least resistance. I have no room to get in here. But if I turn my shoulder this way, now look at all the room I got in here. Now when I push my arm back, oh man, I'm in there. But I got all this room to approach into the ball inside the target line. Move to support motion. Don't go up there trying to think about shifting weight. You'll screw it up every time.
You hit it with both your arms or one arm when you come back. You come back exactly together.
I focus on my left arm doing it.
Yes.
I try to make my right arm soft because here's the deal. It's already dominant. It wants to do more than I ever want it to do. So the only way I can get a fair fight out of this is to get my left in a much more dominant position and just relax. Your right arm and hand will be there for you. You don't have to worry about it. But when it takes over, if I just had one arm and hand to hit this ball, where do you think this ball would go every time? My right arm and hand. Only one I'm going to hit the ball with. It's going to go over and way over the left, probably hook the daylights out of it and pull it 40 yards to the left. There's nothing there to stop it. It wants to push. There it is. My left arm, however, wants to lead. Again, my instinct to push is much greater than my instinct is to lead. When I lead, I can approach from in and swing out this way. My right arm doesn't want to do that. It wants to push over into the left. By leading, I got a chance here. By pushing, I'm dead. So, if I stood up here like this and I went like this and pull it over there to the left or whatever, it's going to go ugly every time. But my left arm and hand, I can lead it. I can lead with my left arm and hand, and I can approach from in, and I create this angle. So if I relax, whoop, bad lie. If I can relax, see, and here's the problem. I learned this when I was trying to hit balls left-handed one day. I went out there, had a lesson, got a couple buckets of balls in front of me, the guy was late. Couldn't stand it. See ball must hit. Been a ball softener and turf destroyer my whole life. I'm out there, even though I had a left-handed club, I had to hit a ball. So I started swinging this club, and I'm hitting it, I couldn't hit it worth a darn. And I started to think, you know what, I'm acting just like a beginner. If I relaxed and feel a swinging motion with my right arm in control, back and through and around, I might actually stand a chance. George, you got a club here? Let me borrow your. No, I need a lefty.
They're over there. I'll get 'em. I'll get 'em.
That's all right. I get one.
Get it from Ward. Get it from Ward.
Now this is an amazing thing that I figured out. It's like if I just relax, then I don't over control. If I swing this club back and through and around, focus on my swing. Notice how I shift weight because my arm leads through and around. If I just relax, swing the club back and swing all the way through and around, I'm not left-handed. But if I relax, I can swing this club because the problem is, even though I'm right-handed, I'd still want to push with my left hand because my instinct to push is greater than my instinct is to lead. But if I just relax, if you guys could just relax a little bit, hold the club light, not loose, there's a difference, light. Hold it light, your antagonistic muscles won't fight you, you'll swing this club back and through and around, you'll have some speed. Listen. Speed. Again, I'm not left-handed at all. Never have been, and I am sure never will. But if you relax and swing this club all the way through and around, I don't disturb the flow, it comes right through that ball. Amazing. Relax, all the way through and around. After hitting a bucket of balls, this guy finally showed up. He's hitting the ball bad. Excuse me 1 second. I said, give me that club. I take it up there and I hit the prettiest little draw with his forward. He looks at me and said, are you left-handed? I said, no, but anybody should be able to do this. Yes, overbalanced.
Ball off to the left. In other words, I'm losing my balance. I'm going off
Right.
like this.
Sure. That's simple. In a golf swing, the speed is controlled and you have to let it run off with your arms and hands. If I stop the flow of this club, guess what it has? Momentum still. So I stop it here, it's going to bring me with it. If you do something to disturb the flow, you're going to react to it. You're going to react to it. That's why a good player lets this club swing through and around, and they can let their runoff of that momentum get to the finish. Because then your arms just whirl around your body. But if you stop the momentum here, you're going to keep going. You can't stop it, depending on how much momentum you. Clearly, you're talking about somebody else. The most important thing is flexibility. If you don't have flexibility, what's going to happen is you're going to be tight and you're not going to be able to move, and then you're going to go right to your hands and wrists to create more speed or whatever. That's going to ruin your swing because your hands and wrists are going to create angles. Angles create problems for you. That's where the problem ends up. But we can talk more about that next time.
No, I'm just like this.
Now, gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for coming out. I really appreciate your time.